Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing MPQ Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. It's a big couple of days here. We have a brand new 4-star character, a new Human Torch. He's actually the old school Android version of the character. Let's see, yeah, Jim Hammond, and he's going to be a lot of fun, I think, with his repeater tiles and his big potential damage, team damage from his red ability. So we're going to get into action in the shield training for him and play along with the essential characters, the ones that are required, the 4 stars, along with the new torch in a little bit. So we'll do that, and then we'll do our tokens, and then we'll get in some PvP action. The brand new season is open for the Power Stone season, starting with Squirrel Girl, and I actually think she's pretty fun. She's got some underrated abilities. We'll try to touch on that. And then the Black Vortex is a pretty big and fun but challenging event that ends late tonight. Some of you guys are done already. I'm holding on to a top 5 position in clearance level 9. We'll see if it sticks. But so the new Shield simulator is open for the season. We have a couple of characters that have been requested that I need to look back on my list and get into action. We probably won't do these today, but for my next video, I need you guys to put in the comments below who you want to see in action, 4-star or 5-star. I'll get to them, I promise, at some point. So please let me know what your requests will be. We'll do it. So let's start with the shield training, and let's go into the Welcome to Shield node. This is the team up node where you have to use the characters that they assign to you and you fight these 3. Juggernaut is in here. A champion level Juggernaut at level 270 is tough. And of course, I'm a pretty big fan of Mordo and Mockingbird. So this is going to be a pretty tough battle. I already went into it and just to play around, but I have not beat the node. I retreated on purpose to save this for you guys. So I think what we'll do, I've got a pretty decent leveled Black Panther. Let's make this thing even by playing with the 270 system version of him. And then so while we're at it, we'll play with the borrowed version of Mysterio as well. And we'll try to focus on Human Torch and his abilities. Let's jump into it. So Torch is pretty much going to be known like the 3-star and 2-star version of the character. He has low health. Check it out. He's only got about 12,200 health. But the damage output you're going to get from his green and red abilities are a pretty big deal, I think. For what I've seen, it can be pretty great. If you play him right, I hope we're going to figure out how to play him right. His yellow ability is different than his other versions of Human Torch, and it's a passive. So whenever a teammate plays an ability, he actually can fortify repeater tiles. That's great, and will create a strike tile that's kind of strong that you get for free from his passive side. So let's remove these color boosts. Check that out for the volume, and we'll get into it. Juggernaut's going to be pretty tough. He's going to get the team damage a lot, I think, from his AoE potential. Get our character effects on for sure, and maybe we can move that up there. So what do we want to do here? Probably, I think what I want to do is target Mockingbird first. I mean, I'd love to target Juggernaut, but with so much health, it's just going to take forever to get him out. All right. So I think let's plan on getting our red played as soon as possible from Torch. We'll check out his abilities, I guess, here. Let's start with Wildfire. It basically boils down to he creates a single green repeater tile, and it does damage to a random enemy. But at the beginning of the turn of every turn, if there's a Wildfire repeater, he creates another one, like Wildfire spreading, right? It's a pretty cool idea, and each repeater hits the damage on a random enemy until there's 5 on the board. So on the red ability, Blaze Beyond Control, it destroys repeater tiles but does team damage on red. Red is a pretty rare ability to have a AoE or team damage from it, and it does a bunch of damage depending on how many repeaters you have out. That's going to be cool. I tested it out, and it's way more damage than I thought it was going to be. And then once again, here's the Burning Persistence. If an ally fires an ability, he creates a strike tile and fortifies repeaters. So you want to get your green going early on. Seems like the objective. And we better try our best to keep the enemy team away from red big time. With red, it looks like Juggernaut's going to be doing team damage to us, and that's going to build up for Mockingbird's huge bombshell ability. What do we want to do here? Probably... I don't see anything too good. Purple's also bad to let Mockingbird get, since she can generate their team's strongest color. And they have 2 green, so I think doing a match 4 is okay for right now. Once they have 6, I don't want to do it. I would do that as a match 3 instead. Alright, so we have our green. It's only a cost of 6. Play Wildfire. Did you see how the it happens quickly? The animation for that is kind of it's blazing on the way to the point where it lands on the board. Kind of cool. Okay, white drops purple. I want to get purple going because it's an inexpensive ability for... Oh, lucky extra move. We're taking tons of damage. There we go. That's so neat. The yeah, the animation is spreading like wildfire. Wildfire is kind of cool looking. We want to go for yellow for Panther on our team, but I think I better get this red. Drops black. There she played her secret mission, and I lost AP. That's pretty tough. Spreading Wildfire. So, do we want to do the match 4 in yellow? I think we do. Just watch a green drop and settle right there would be pretty tough. Maybe I don't want to do it. Yeah, we'll take our chances. Green didn't settle where I said, but it is definitely a dangerous position down there. So look at that. We got enough blue for Mysterio. He has a passive ability that automatically spends blue when you have enough, and it can stun the enemy with the highest level, and it spends the blue down to earn yellow. So that worked out perfectly, I think. Well, we're going to wait 1 turn, though, and play Protector of Wakanda. I want to wait 1 turn because I don't want to have it show up in this yellow match right there. Wow, extra move for us. Great. I'm going to take a chance with it now, however, because it might become fortified automatically. Let's see. Oh man, what a cool animation. So it fortified the 2 repeaters at the bottom. I'll take it. That's good. And let's go ahead and play From Thin Air. That'll send Mysterio airborne, or invisible, excuse me, for 4 turns. But every time we play an ability, we should get some repeaters fortified. Yeah, great. That's really helpful. Okay, looking good here. Let's do this combo move with blue and red plus trap tiles. This should do a bunch of damage. So the random damage is hitting Mockingbird. Let's move off of her. We can probably handle her now. Match 4 in yellow will destroy those repeaters down there. What do I want to do here? This is tough. I think I'm going to do it. One repeater is subject to matching down there. Alright. Looks like things are going pretty well. We just need to get more red, and then we can play Torch's ability that'll destroy repeater tiles. But check it out. What I didn't mention before, and the forums were happy to note, if you play Wildfire and it destroys your repeaters, if they're fortified, it only destroys the fortification. It doesn't take the actual repeater away. So that should be good. We have enough green to play against, and I think I'll just do it. We don't need to, but it'll create another Wildfire tile. Okay, now let's create another Protector from Wakanda, And we get a couple of those fortified. Great. Okay. No red matches on the board. Good thing we had Panther take that damage since Torch is already pretty low on health. Random damage took out Mockingbird. I think this Protector of Wakanda is creating some pretty strong special tiles. And I really love the fact that right when you play that, you could get your... Yeah, you could get that fortified right away. So our special tiles are 500 in strike and some attack and projectile strength. That's good. Start hitting Juggernaut now. Got to pay too close attention to who takes the damage from these wildfire CDs or repeaters. There, 4,900 to Juggernaut. That's crazy. So I probably, they don't match yellow, but my repeaters down here, the green ones, are in such danger, and I just can't find any red matches. I'm going to have to do this. I didn't want to, but I'm going to have to do that just to keep those tiles safe. And there they go. Yep, lost them all. I knew that might happen. Thankfully, wildfire spreads every turn until you have 5. Can we get a red match? Here we go. Man, the wildfire damage is adding up really quickly with our strike tiles that we have out. And let's go more blue, I guess. Should be about it. That'll be a big damage. Ooh. More wildfire. I think the damage might take these guys out here. Cool. Alright. We did pretty good, even with the system level characters. We'll play it again with mine and see if we can do even better than that. I didn't get Torch's red plate at all, so that's a major disappointment. We'll do better this time, I think. In fact, let's try to increase our chances. We'll boost a little bit of red and go for it again. Alright, I do love that you can just replay these training nodes over and over. I'm glad the designers set it up that way. So let's target Juggernaut first, since we got a lot of that team damage last time. I'm going to take the first available red there with the yellow drop. And we're just stuck in a match with hardly any red once again. I'm forgetting to prioritize green, have you noticed? I don't want to even play my other abilities yet until we have our green repeaters out, because it feels like a waste since they would be fortified. I don't want to play any abilities yet. Okay guys, I actually failed on a fight, and I'm going to delete it from the video so you won't see much more than a quick glitch in after the edit. But let's go in. I made some huge mistakes and ran really bad on that board. Let's try this again with my characters. I got to heal everybody. Panther. Thankfully, the borrowed character, you can go to full health and we'll heal Mysterio all the way up. I tried to take on Juggernaut first instead of the other two and failed miserably, enough that I had to retreat. Let's go at it again. Again for me, I guess, and you, since you saw the other video. I think I'm still going to target Juggernaut first, but I just got to get green. So I know there's a red match on top, but let's get this red and green combo. I was having trouble in the previous match getting green AP, and I was waiting so long firing my other abilities, I just ended up losing. Blue drops green, so now we're good. I can't even let you guys see that. I'm going to have to delete that terrible roll run I had on the previous one. Alright, so there's one spot of danger for green. Let's well, let's take it. Oh, it went to a great location. So Wildfire's going to spread every turn to another repeater. That's great. We have enough blue to hit Mordo for damage, and we get the stun. We have 2 repeaters, so it's fine time to play Protector of Wakanda, unless it goes into that bad location. It went to a great spot. Now we're doing really well. Black drops yellow. Cool. I think Torch is going to be pretty fun, guys. Let me know what you guys think after playing the shield training yourselves. I want to get that red match, but there's a match 4 in purple. I can't really leave that for her. The random damage at the beginning of the turn has been quite good, especially when you get a strike tile every time you play an ability. So characters and teams with cheap abilities are going to help a lot with Torch, I believe. All 5 repeaters are out. We won't get any more unless we play green again. It'll give you an additional over the 5 you can get from his powers. We'll play From Thin Air. Traps on blue, fortified repeaters, invisible Mysterio, and that's good. Just need a little bit of red. How can we do it? This doesn't really set it up. I'm hoping another match from them sets it up. Oh, wow. So, let's move over to Mockingbird here. We do have a red match, thankfully. Which direction? Probably this way. Finally, we're going to be able to play Torch's red ability, and look at that. Mockingbird took the damage from the Wildfire repeater tiles, and I think with all those repeaters out, we're going to get a bunch of damage. Let's look. So Mordo has 8,072 health, Mockingbird is 7,700, and Juggernaut has tons. Here we go. Blaze beyond control. You get team damage plus additional damage for all your repeaters. We have all 5 out here. The fortified ones should only lose their fortification. Check out this damage. 8416 team damage is nuts. That's cool, man. That was a huge team damage ability from a base level champion. Pretty cool. I like it. I mean, it took a lot of work to get there, but his red only cost 8. I think I'm just having more trouble than I should getting that played. Now all of the repeaters are going to hit Juggernaut each turn instead of hitting random enemies. Good deal. He'll probably take that green match below, so maybe I'll just take it. The repeaters replace themselves, so that's good. All right. We're gonna blow this guy out. As long as you keep one on the board, they'll replicate. I like it. Juggernaut hit my 3 traps. Hilarious. And that's a win. Hey, that was a pretty good team play combo. I think the developers are doing a better job of picking characters that do have some synergy in the shield training. Sometimes there's almost absolutely zero synergy with the 3 that you play. All right, I like it. He's only an active red and green, much like the other torches really, except for the black that Torch usually has for his Inferno. And so a passive yellow is unique. But getting the strike tile, that's kind of cool because it always adds to the repeaters' damage when they go off on random enemies. Good job with shield training. Let's run our tokens and then we'll get into some PvP action. Venom Bomb is up and running. A lot of people just begrudge that event. I don't mind it anymore now since my characters are leveled a little bit higher. 3 tokens here. We got a She-Hulk with the new fun Marvel Comics 1000 cover. Kind of cool art on some different characters if you've seen them throughout the game. If you haven't noticed, they're just look at your roster and try to find everybody that got a new cover. Temporarily. Those covers won't last, I don't think. The only time they changed covers and then they stuck with it was when they did the Fantastic Four celebration. Heroes for Hire, so Talos was the one we did last video, and it looks like, I mentioned that Miles Morales is coming up soon, and then the Black Panther bundle is here for helping you out in the shield training if you need it. If you buy this pack, it's an okay pack. It's 7,000, is always expensive, but it also comes with a cover for Thing, and you'll need Thing leveled up to beat other nodes throughout the shield training. Also, sorry, why'd I go that far back? Let's see, where were we? Let's move on. So Cover Squirrel is open. And Webbed Wonder, I got a couple tokens here with a chance at the brand new Forge. I call him Forge. Got a Colossus for a 3-star and a 2-star. So the 40-pack odds, I'll just show that. At 1 in 13 chances of getting a 4-star. Mysterio's got boosted draw rates. If you hit a 4-star at all, there's a higher likelihood of getting Mysterio. And you could get the brand new Human Torch, potentially. Tough odds to do that, but it's there. Special offer, basically just extra heroics. No big deal. Let's move down. So did you notice at the new PvP season, they changed the supports store here. And I don't know if I'm going to pull any. All the supports are new. I kind of touched on this last time, or you know, exchanged out for different ones from what was available previously. But they didn't say anything yet if they're going to do something new for supports, how to earn them, like with a new circuit or not. So we got 28. I'll probably pull some of those from that new store, but probably not all of them, and keep saving for a while until we know what's going on. 11 elite tokens. Hit a 3-star Panther right away. Cap. Three-star. We get a Beast. And a 3-star Storm. She's one that got a temporarily new celebration cover. Great. 6 heroic tokens. That's all. Can we get a gold out of these 6? I think we'll probably get it here or the next one. Nope. Way off. All 2 stars today. There it is. There's a 3. Magneto. He's getting up there in levels, and we'll do the 100 hero point draw just for another 2-star. Alright, didn't run too spectacularly in tokens, but that's alright. We have Professor X moving into latest Legends at about a week from Monday, I think. Coming right up. We'll probably blow through most of those tokens and then a bunch of command points, but we'll see. There's rumors of a new store for 5-star characters coming out at some point, maybe a couple weeks away still. Nobody knows what's going on, but you know, rumors float around. Let's level up our characters. Got a couple 2-stars I think I need to do real quickly. Got a bunch of Storm after resetting her. Not much, but I like to get those tokens back and extra command points. I check my command point levels every day and compare them. Here's a Bagman. Always nice to get a rare character. So I track silly things like how much ISO I earn a day and command points and hero points. It's not always perfect on the ISO, but it's interesting to know. Once you get most of your 4-star characters champion, you can earn through you know, way too much gameplay. You can earn about 30-some command points a day. Anywhere between 20 and 35 command points a day, depends on all kinds of stuff. If you you know, compete as hard as you can in PvP and stuff like that. But so it's neat to see that build up, and then it kind of keeps you motivated to save or get you motivated to spend as you go. So let's level up our 3 stars. Couple of storm levels takes her up to 8,900 health. 15 command points from Magneto. Really good hit there. Black Panther's rounding out. Need more blue or yellow. Good levels for She-Hulk here. Let's see. Yes, 15 more command points from She-Hulk. And she is really leveling up fast into the 260s. Great. One more level. She earns a Gwenpool, and she's closing in on 16,900 in health. Awesome. All right. Rocket and Groot. The different cover on Daredevil. Sorry, I went too fast. I didn't show it to you, but you can check it out in your roster. Falcon moves up. More Doc Ock. Might as well save these. I'm taking forever to just champion the guy. I'm waiting until we probably have 2 characters to do it once. And I need to duplicate Colossus and Sentry within a few days. Let's go to the 4 stars. Got a few here. Main event Hulk. 7 command points, level 346, 31,500 health. All right, and 3 Mysterios from PvE. Couple command points, and he hits level 275 for 14,200 in health. Great. Might have helped me with higher level Mysterio in the Shield training match I wiped out on. There we go. That's great. We're doing good. Let's get into as much versus action as we can. We'll just play Cover Squirrel today. When we'll get into the season simulator after that. There's a couple of teams I wanted to show you here, and let's see. I think Medusa is going to be pretty tough. She is boosted among other characters, and you'll probably see a lot of Medusa. Let me know. And yes, Cloak and Dagger for sure. So let's see. I want to take on Cloak and Dagger second. I think we'll start here, and we'll kind of mirror match this a little bit. So Captain Marvel's pretty good to play along with. X-23 is one of the boosted characters, and we'll play her green. I really am a huge fan of Squirrel Girl's green, actually, as far as 3 stars go. But we'll save it and play X-23's green, Captain Marvel's red and yellow, X-23's purple, which leaves black and blue and with nothing to do for it. But that's okay. Let's change my spec layout on Captain Marvel. We'll raise her yellow and take her green down since we'll play X-23's green. Let's go. I'll talk about what makes sense with this team as we get into it. Do I want to boost purple? Yeah, that's fine. Purple, red, and yellow, why not? Alright. So I'm going to probably be targeting Captain Marvel first. She seems to be the one that can get out of control sooner than the others. Red or green? I'm going to start with green, actually. So X-23 in this setup only tanks purple. That's unfortunate. I was thinking she might have enough strength to have her icon on either red or green, but of course not. Captain Marvel's is really high match damage. So what we're trying to do here is not give the enemy team a lot of match force. Match away my repeater since it's subject to danger there. And we get the repeater back every couple of turns. So we need to keep the enemy away from green big time. That's dangerous for Captain Marvel or Thor or Squirrel Girl on their team. Blue drops yellow. Lucky of other couple of matches. Alright, so we have our yellow and red, or we have our yellow and green ready to play from X-23. I like to wait until we have the red of 9 total AP built up for X-23 before we play that. And that's because, yeah, she's got pretty good healing when we match purple, by the way. So on X-23's abilities, her green is pretty decent damage straight up, but then once you play it, if you have 9 red on hand when you do, the ability changes to Berserker Fury. that's going to be a good ability because it creates some strong strike tiles, and we're going to be trying to get some strike tiles from Captain Marvel's red. So I want to have this 9 built up before we play that. We have 5 red, get more purple. Okay, so we have a red opportunity here. I think we'd better take it. Dang, there's a lot more stuff going on. Well, Actually, this is kind of an interesting move. Let's do this match 4. I probably will regret not taking the match 3 in red, but... Yep, regretted. Instantly regretted it. Oh well, I thought we'd get a creative couple of drops from that, and it was okay. Who should take this damage? We're going to get hit by either Thor's red or Captain Mar... We're going to get hit by Thor's red, I believe. So, X-23 would be best to be hit by that, since she can heal, but... Alright, we're going to take... I'm going to let Marvel take it. She's got a decent amount of health. Ouch. They have 11 green now, so that means they're going to play Squirrel Girl's green. Whenever they have... Oh, as long as we keep them from getting one more green. So what that means is they always play the more expensive ability on their team if they have multiple green users, for example. Squirrel Girl's green costs 11. They could randomly decide to be going for Thor's green, and because of that, I absolutely need to match that green away so they don't go for it, and there it is. So they played Furry Friends. I am a huge fan of that ability as far as 3-star character abilities go, because it does tile destruction every turn, big time damage when the countdowns expire, and what a whole lot of people forget about this with Squirrel Girl is, I know it's expensive ability to play, but you earn AP from the tiles that those CDs destroy every single turn. If there's 4 on the board, you destroy 4 tiles, you get a little damage, and you earn the 4 AP, or how many CDs you have, you earn that AP every turn. That is potentially huge. So because of that, we better try to get Squirrel Girl on their team in... Got to get her blasted here pretty soon. Need a red match so badly. Didn't get it set up. See how those tiles were destroyed? You get the tile destruction, you get the damage from it, you get the AP, and you could get other matches from it. It's such a good thing. Oh man, I messed up. So we have a bunch of green, 17. I hate to keep all this damage coming our way from enemy Squirrel Girl, so I might hit her with our X-23 damage if we can't avoid it. Here's a good match though. Green, yellow, yellow. More red. So they played their yellow, which ends the turn. That's unfortunate, except for... we're going to cheat here. I wanted to play X-23's purple, but we're going to play Squirrel Girl's Nuts from Above. It does pretty good damage for his 3-star, and when there's enemy special tiles on the board, you get additional damage. This will hit pretty hard, actually. 12,000. Great. Now, I wanted to wait on holding back. We don't have the red to qualify to change it, but we need to get the big damage on Squirrel Girl. There it is. And can we get one more turn of damage? Well, this is overkill, but we're just gonna play... Oh boy. We're gonna have to just take her out. What a waste, but I didn't want to get hit by that. We already have to deal with those protect tiles. Okay. Yellow drops red. Finally, we get our red built up. Wow, what a bunch of luck they're getting. They have 14 red. Oh, man. So we have our red saved up. I'm going to send Captain Marvel Airborne with her own yellow. And then X-23 can tank a bunch more colors. See that with the red? That's great. We're going to get hit by a pretty big shot here. So let's get red this way. This match is turning out to be really pretty tough. Shouldn't be at all. That's what happens when I wait so long to get a certain color. I think it's pretty much my own fault. Alright, so at the beginning of the turn, we're going to get Captain Marvel back. Let's get this blue that drops purple. Alright, Captain Marvel heals a little bit. I'm going to play. Nope, we need a little bit more green and then we can play it. I hate matching away that repeater, but I just want this green. Finally, here we go. Okay, so now we can play holding back, and since we have the red on hand, it will convert to Berserker Fury. Sweet. Okay, good damage. Now that we've done that, we can play our main right hook repeater tile from Captain Marvel. Excellent. I'm going to send her airborne again to avoid damage, get a little bit of health back, and as much as X-23's out front, she can take some hits and then heal. So if we ever get Captain Marvel, her repeater to fire off, we'll get some strike tiles from that, and that will reduce the cost of X-23's purple. Sorry this is taking so long, guys, but what do we want here? Probably yellow, I guess. Took out enemy Captain Marvel with the yellow. That's great. Let's now send Squirrel Girl airborne. Thor has 10 green, and we got to be so careful with green. And he gets it right away. Unbelievable. I mean, it's really pretty crazy. Immediately. Oh, man. Okay. If he gets this yellow match, that actually sets us up for a purple extra move. Assuming we live through this match. So he could do the yellow the other direction, but I want to leave us up for the opportunity. And he takes red. Extra move in blue. Okay, so here we go. Maybe we'll start our... Maybe we'll start improving our play here a little bit. We're going to lose Captain Marvel before we even get X-23's purple plate, I think. He's at 7 red. X-23 can play her tracking prey. Now, it normally costs 10, but it's reduced by your strike tiles, how many strike tiles you have. There's not a readily available purple match out here. This is just such a tough match. It's way worse than I thought it was going to be. Thor's probably going to get 2... Well, he might not get 2 red on his next god damage. Man, this is just not going well. We're probably going to lose. Yep, we lose Captain Marvel. At least Squirrel Girl's got plenty of health. And he takes a purple match? Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, Play tracking prey, and it's right there. That trap tile will do tons of damage if we match it. However, if he matches it, it will do even more damage. We're actually kind of going for it because it'll create some strike tiles. Oh, wow. How could this go so rough? This white match would drop a red match and remove that strike tile against us. We'd also lose a strike. He has 9 yellow. Let's do this. Sets up the purple trap. And somehow, the viewer luck bailed us out of that match with that play. Oh, wow, that was tough. How did we get that trap to fall down and become matched on that in that go? That was pretty crazy. Well, that was too tough. Let's play some teams that are fast and fun. I think this will be a little bit more enjoyable. You know what? Let's take on this mirror match right here. This is going to be pretty excellent. Our Medusa is 1 level off from being a max champion 4-star. Crazy. If you play Medusa with Okoye, you're going to see some great things. I would strongly suggest that you probably boost some team up along with yellow. And here we go. Also, Medusa actually is a little bit of a liability when there's a kitty on the enemy team, by the way. Let's target Medusa on their team, and you'll see why here in a second. So you really want to be careful about team-up tiles. You don't want them to get any on their team. However, almost any time you can match them for yourself. Look how lucky we got. We're up to 8 team-up, and that adds into the damage you get from Medusa's CD that's going to continue to hit the enemy team. This is going to be a crazy fast win. Let's go for blue that drops black. Watch this damage. 14,000 because of that team up that's carried along. And they just set us up with a team up match 4. This is going to do it for Medusa big time. Overkill, but at least she's out. Okay, we'll play Spirit to get so much more team up. Whoa, wow, look at that drop. We are up to 20 team up. This is going to be absurd. This match is like night and day compared to the last match. Let's hit Squirrel Girl with this shot from Okoye's red, and we can blow through. Actually, we better not. With 20 team up, we can blow through 3 black. Watch the damage we're going to get here. 41,000 plus the drop. That's ridiculous. And what can we do? I just want to keep Okoye colors for team up damage. 35,000 damage after the fact with the countdown. That is just so nuts. There's always one turn where the countdown has to reset itself, and there it is. This will take Okoye out. Set myself up for it to be matched, but we get the attack tiles, and then the countdown replaces itself. Too good. That's a way to not lose horribly or have a terrible time. That's really pretty fun and easy. I wanted to show you guys one more match that doesn't take too, severe advantage of Okoye's boost. I think it's time for another challenge match and see if we can win. Not that team again. This team looks kind of fun to take on. Let's go for it. So we're going to try our best to play Squirrel Girl's green here. We didn't get it played in the last 2 matches. And the challenge is going to be, let's play with 5-star. Should we do it? Yeah, let's do it. We're going to bring the Wasp in here and see if we can get some use out of her abilities. Black is at level 5. That's what I want. We'll play her black and blue. Squirrel Girl's purple and green. So that just leaves a red and yellow user to choose from. I think what we'll do is go for You know what? Let's go with Cloak and Dagger. They're going to help us win a lot. Boosted Cloak and Dagger is awesome. And so they're going to use yellow pretty well. And then let's also boost our... now let's boost our black. That's the harder one to get played. And sure, that's a fine team up. Okay, here we go. So our challenge here is just, in general, trying to win with 5-star Wasp on our team. I think it's going to go better than you might think. We'll see. The reason I thought she might play decent on this team, especially with Cloak and Dagger, is because of how much black Cloak and Dagger continues to put on the board at the beginning of every turn when there's not a lot of black already on the board. When there gets to be 9 or more black tiles on the board, you'll get attack tiles like that instead. So I'll just continue to either match black or leave it so we get attacks. And Wasp plays pretty good with a plentiful amount of black on the board. I'm not going to say she's great in many other cases. I definitely enjoy her more than other people, but the design is a really cool design with Wasp. I think the developers just completely missed it with the expectations of her damage output. Alright, so we'll play Wasp Blue. That actually steals enemy AP. I didn't see what we got. And in a couple of turns, that'll create some swarm tiles. Swarm tiles are unique to Wasp. They actually lock the board. We got a black and blue combo move. There's a couple of swarm tiles, so they don't drop. They hold their position there. Thanos Purple is going to lock up the board from our automatic black generation, right? Can't move that black match. Interesting tidbit about Squirrel Girl and Thanos. Do you guys know how their interaction went in the comics? Please put that down below if you know it. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who doesn't know, but they had an iconic level matchup, by the way. We'll match away that blue for an extra move, and we're going to take Squirrel Girl out. Play that again. Got her. I'll target Thanos next. He's pretty dangerous. And which way? Probably always do the match 4 if you can. Look how much black we have. 27. I want to get 3 swarm tiles on the board on... Did I lose my countdown? Oh, I looked away and we lost it. Shoot. Well, should have waited on knocking out enemy Squirrel Girl because we have light knives. This is a crazy damage ability for only a cost of 8. If there's no enemy special tiles on the board, it basically hits all the enemies for top damage. That's just so good. Yeah, I think I'll just play this now. Call the swarm. This pain index will do damage based on how many swarm tiles are on the board, but I'm so far ahead in black. Let's play it now. Creates 2 additional swarm tiles, and this is where you want to play Wasp's black when you have 3 and only 3 swarm tiles on the board. This is the most damage and the most healing you can get out of pain index. And this is also where I think the developers missed their mark on the plan for Wasp. I don't know if they rushed it or what, but if there's 4 swarm tiles on the board, you're going to call the swarm and destroy your swarm tiles and tiles around them. I don't want to do that yet. I want to play pain index. Since there's only 3 on the board, we're going to do about 9,800 damage, and then also it's really steal that health from the enemy. Check this out. So 9,400 damage to the enemy, and she earned that much in boost health. And then of course now we have 5 swarm tiles on the board. We have to be careful. So that to me is kind of cool because it's 19,000 change in health from the enemy to our team. I get that swing. That swing makes sense to me, but it's so hard to pull off and time it right. It's just not going to work very often. We're back down to 3, so we can play our sting operation again. Steal AP. We earn black. How perfect. Now we have 3 swarm tiles again. Let's play Pain Index again. Cool. All right. That's working pretty good. Thanos is set well there. Let's go. I was going to plan to play Squirrel Girl's green in this match. I don't know if we're going to get it to resolve by the time this is over. I think maybe we will. By the way, Wasp's match damage also goes up quite a bit depending on how many swarm tiles are on the board. So her match damage is pretty big here. Furry friends, I love this animation, and I'm turning it up for you guys. Ready? Too funny. If you play with the sound low or off, like I always play with it pretty low, you forget how hilarious that can be. We got black again. This is nuts. Okay, so our squirrels are going to do damage, and look at our AP jump whenever they fire. So good. It's an absolutely underrated ability in 3-star land, in my opinion. And they're going to do pretty good damage when they fire off. So watch our AP jump right here. Right here. Oh, we lost all but 2. Sorry. Okay, that's fine. But we're already going to win this match. I think it would be fun to have the squirrels take Thanos out. Here we go. 2 tiles destroyed. Damage from the countdowns. This is going to end perfectly well, I think, guys. We have enough black. We didn't even have Cloak and Dagger play an ability more other than their yellow. But let's end it with Call the Swarm. It'll actually watch the board. It produces a swarm of Wasp tiles around the locked tiles that we have, and then destroys them. This just should do so much more damage. It's usually around 9,000 itself. This should be about 20,000, but it's going to win. Cool. Did you see all the other kind of Wasp tiles form around the ones we had? If you hadn't, if you missed it, it's fast. Go back and pause the video. Cool way to end that one. I think Wasp played pretty well in that match, especially with Cloak and Dagger adding up all the black. Well, we're already up into the 3rd position in that event. I'll slow down and play more of that later. We'll end it there, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the MPQ icon on your left. That is the subscription button. I need to try to run up toward 500 subscriptions, subs to the channel if we can. Let's try to push for that. Tell your alliance mates to check it out if you think they'll find the channel fun. Have a good night, guys. See you next time.